Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, John Howell here, and I hope you guys are doing well. The reason why I titled this video, "It's going to get a lot worse," is because I'm actually, excuse me, I've actually just finished doing my trading right now, guys. About 20 minutes ago. The market just closed 20 minutes ago as I'm doing this recording for you. And I've been noticing there's a lot of things going on right now. If I bring up my sort of screen through here and I'm looking at all the markets right now, it's really interesting to see what's going on and what's happening here within the economy. One of the reasons why I believe it's going to get a lot worse for probably the stock market, maybe. And the reason why I say maybe there, it's always a question mark, right? It's like, is the Fed going to come in and keep buying? Are they actually going to come in and buy stocks? Like, is it going to get that crazy? Just so they can prop up the stock market. But anyway, the reason why I believe we're probably likely to go through a more of a downward move overall, okay, not right now. Like, I don't know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow or next week, but what I believe is if I look at the overall economy as itself, and the reason why I titled "It's going to get a lot worse" is because if you think about a lot of people. If you think about a lot of companies, right? Like I was just listening to just recently, actually Grant Cardone, right? I was listening to a thing with him just recently, and he was saying that some of the car dealerships they had to let like 50% of the people that they had to let go, but they dropped their numbers, dropped in the amount of employees that they had, but they've actually increased the amount of numbers that they've actually had. So they've decreased the amount of employment that they're actually doing, but they've increased. So they're like, why do I need to go back and employ more people when we're really doing really well right now? And so that's part of the sector. The other part of the sector is the sector that may take a bit of time to really come back. And so when people do start to come back to work, and people do start to get back to work, maybe those different companies, maybe the growth doesn't happen as quickly as people would think. And so therefore, even though they had the job seeker or the job keeper payment or whatever it's called, maybe they come back and say, you know what, I'm no longer getting this payment anymore from the government, and the business is not growing at the rate that I wanted to, or that I needed to be able to keep you on. So you're gone. And then there's the third part where the companies that have just completely gone bankrupt, right? And they've completely laid people off 100%, and now they're looking for work. So you've got this whole thing that's happening right now. And then on top of all that, I believe getting into the second half of this year, it's going to be a lot worse than the first half of this year. I believe there's going to be a lot more foreclosures in property, especially those who took the I forget exactly what the payment's called, but where they don't have to pay their mortgage, forbearance I think it's called, where they don't have to pay their mortgage. And I know some people actually added it to the end of the loan, but I think also a lot of people also added it so when they go back to work, they owe now like 2, 3, maybe 4 months in total, maybe longer, in one go as soon as they go back to work. Do you think that the people who haven't had a job and now they've got the forbearance, or they don't have to pay their mortgage for 2 or 3 months, do you think they've been saving their money they've been getting from the government, or do you think they've been spending it? They've probably been spending it, right? So when it comes, like, most people don't save. That's the reason why they're in the difficulty they're in right now. They just don't save anything. So if you look at that, right? If you look at what's going on there, towards the end of this year, probably I would say the second, the third, and fourth quarter this year, you're going to see a lot of property come on the market. I know for Australia, it's the same thing, right? Like, we've seen a dip in the property market here. We have done for a couple of years, but I believe it's going to get a lot worse. But on the other side of that, I believe we're going to go through another big boom. Like for here in Australia, the property market, I believe we'll have another dip because of what I've just mentioned there. But I believe going into next year, 2021, I believe 2021 to say 2025 is going to be a very, very, very big boom place for the property market, especially here in Australia. And I know for even like places like, I know I was listening to Ryan Serhant just recently from $1 Million Listing on one of his vlogs, and he was saying that the places in New York, right? People are fleeing from New York. New York will come back, right? New York is so strong. New York is like Sydney in Australia, right? It's the heart of the financial type thing, and I truly believe that. Or back to what Ryan Serhant was saying. So Ryan Serhant was saying that places are now off sometimes as much as 50% as they were selling a couple of years ago. We all know things go in cycles, right? So just, if you guys remember, if you guys were with me if you guys have been watching me now for many, many months, you know, as the market was crashing, I was screaming at you guys, really, saying everything goes in cycles. It's not going to just go straight down. And it's so interesting. People that were freaking out when the market dropped, now they're thinking about getting back into it right now. Which now gets me to think that's probably getting towards the top, because people think about getting back in the market now. But I hope you can see what I'm saying through here, guys. If I just look at it from a realistic point of view, it's going to get a lot worse. Now, for you guys that know how to trade, for you guys that know how to do well out of the market, then, you know, and even if you were on my live webinar last week, or this week, should I say, you know, then you'll know that you can do well even when the market crashes. In fact, if the stock market does follow that economy, what I've just said there, which is probably likely to, and we have another massive dip in the markets, then we know there's going to be amazing opportunities, right? For you guys that were on my live webinar again this week, you know exactly what to look for right now. And obviously all my private clients, you know what to look for. I'm going to be running another live webinar next week, so keep an eye out for that. I haven't actually opened up registrations for it. It's a free webinar. So I'll share with you all the details this next week coming up. But with all that being said, guys, I believe it's going to get a lot worse. And that's not clickbait. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, John, this is clickbait." It's not a lot of clickbait, right? It's what I really believe, and that's the reason why now more than ever, guys, you really need to start to master the art of generating an income from these markets. And what the truth behind that, again, on my webinar, I teach that if you were on my webinar last week, you know exactly what you need to do to move forward. If you don't do well moving forward in the next couple of years, you've got yourself to blame and no one else. For people that are joining me on my next webinar, again, I'll let you know in the next couple of days when the registration's open. Then I'll show you exactly the truth about getting ahead in these markets. And the truth, right? Not this airy-fairy fluff and all that sort of crap. I'll teach you the truth. But with all that being said, guys, more than ever, now it's time for you to really, really, really put your big boy pants on. And it's really time to get serious about, you know, what happens if we go through another second wave of this. And even if we don't go through a second wave of the Rona, I truly believe what's happened right now is the start of the devastation. Like, this is the start, I believe, for at least many years to come or at least for a couple of years of hardship in the markets, right? Because even the people that can afford to go out, like, I even know for myself, right? Like, I'm doing really well, right? My trading this year has absolutely just exploded. I've had a record-breaking year for my trading, for my profits. But I'm saving more now than ever as well too, because I'm just like, what if the stock market closes for a month, you know? Now, if that does happen, the benefit of my system, again, if you guys were on my live webinar last week, you would know that. And if you're going to be on my live webinar this week, I'll show you that. But even if the stock market does close for a month, guess what? The Forex market is still open. My system works on any market at any time frame. 2-minute charts, 5-minute charts, Forex. Even if, if the foreign exchange market closes down, like, that's going to be really bad, right? That'd be like, that means the whole financial system completely comes to a stop. Like, you think the stock market's bad? If the foreign exchange markets, where all these currencies, trillions and trillions of dollars are being exchanged all the time, that would be really bad. I don't think that's going to happen, you know. And then you've even got crypto markets, right? So if that does happen, then you got crypto, and I can use the same system on crypto. In fact, one of my clients this year had an amazing crypto trade. In just his very first trade, trading crypto, he made all of his money back from the investment to the actual coaching. So just one trade. So he made it, and that was on, I think, an hourly chart, I think it was. But anyway, I'm saying this to you guys because I really do see this thing getting a lot worse. I really, really do. And that's on a serious note. And I do my market updates and I do all this sort of stuff that's going on around here and what's going on right now, and and looking at the charts and so on and so forth. But if you don't have your personal shit together right now, then it's time for you to start to do that. And what I mean by that, guys, is, are you taking your time to really learn the art of what a good setup looks like? And then also, secondly, what goes into a good trade as well too. Because it is going to get a lot worse. Now, once again, the benefit of what people who trade these markets, and again, I teach you stuff for free on my webinar that I ran last week, and again, I'm going to run another one next week because I've got people locked out. So many people saying I couldn't make it and I couldn't get in. Is there a replay and all that sort of stuff? There wasn't a replay. I did record it, but I'm not going to release the replay. I want people there live so I can help them out there live. And yeah, as I was sharing with them, and as I was sharing, with my private clients, is people always say, like, but John, what if there's another crash again? And I'm just like, beautiful. There's going to be an amazing opportunity to do really, really well, because actually on the live webinar, I walked them through all these amazing trade setups that happened over the last 30 days that met the trading system rules. And again, I share the trading system rules with you, but that met the rules, that do really well. The whole point of me saying this, guys, is who cares even if you don't do anything with me? I'm just saying that you need to have something that that can do really well in a bull market and a bear market. I've seen so many people do, really, really sort of bullish strategies, and in a bull market, they do really well. And like, I know one person back in 2008, I was trading the charts in 2008 and the market was making lower highs. So I was only going with what the market was telling me. And I had another mate who was a multi-millionaire trader, but he traded for the last 3 or 4 years, made a lot of money because the market was in a bull market. He was doing these spreads with options. If you don't know what that is, basically he's doing aggressive bullish strategies. And the problem with that is that when you're doing these spread strategies, is that they can be very, very costly, right? You make a small profit, you make a small profit. You might make profit 90% of the time, but that 10% of the time can completely wipe you out. And so that's what I wanted to come on here, guys, and talk to you about, because I truly believe that, once again, it's going to get a lot worse. And I believe what we're seeing right here, right now, guys, the world is completely changing right now. To me, and I don't know about you guys, leave a comment below and let me know what you think, but I don't even watch the news, but I try to look up the news to see, okay, when are these gyms opening up again? Because I want to go back to the gym, right? I want to go back and start pumping some weight. So there's only so much jogging and push-ups I can do before I'm like, I want to start pumping some iron. So then I start to look on YouTube, so I can then, updates on the Rona and all that sort of stuff. And then every time I see it, I just see so much bullshit. I'm just like, it gets me so cranky. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about that. Does that happen to you as well? Like, I'm just trying to find when a thing's going to start to open up again so I can go back to the gym, and do all this sort of stuff. But then I hear about all this crap, which most of it is just a whole bunch of crap. Fear mongering. Like here in Australia, right? We've had like less than 100 people supposedly die from it. Anyway, I'm not going to go down that way. Like, and you can hear it in my voice, right? Like, I just get so cranky at this whole situation. I'm just like, and again, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Are you feeling that as well too? Do you get cranky every time? Like, are you getting to a point now where you're just getting really fed up with this whole BS and you just want things to start to open up and start to get back to normal? Because for me, I just get so cranky looking. I'm just like, because I think the bottom line is, like, I just don't believe a lot of the bullshit that's actually happened in the last couple of months, and the reason why we've done certain things, and the reason why certain things are being done. And even though the government knows, truly believe, even though I believe the government knows that they're doing the wrong thing, that they don't want to look the fool, so they're going to go, oh, well, we're going to slowly open up right now. And even though we've had less than 100 people die in a $25 million population, we still need to be careful. You got to be kidding me. What a load of bollocks. Or we've got to wait for a vaccine. What a total bullshit is that? Wait for a vaccine. What, you think the vaccine's going to help you? We had the flu now for how long? And we've had the flu vaccine for how long? And we're still, and the flu still kills a lot, you know, what, 1 or 2%, 1% of the population? I think that's it. Or even the person that get it, I don't know, but a very high number, right? It still kills tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands worldwide. And we're going to get a flu vaccine because that's going to protect you. No, it's not. Anyway, I just get so cranky at this whole bullshit. I'm just like, man, seriously, let's go out and start to play again, you know? I just think it's a whole bunch of crap. So anyway, we think this is bad, guys. We think what's happened in the last couple of months is bad to the economy. I believe we ain't seen nothing yet, because I believe now more and more towards the end of this year, we're going to see more foreclosures with property, because people are going to like, oh my goodness, I now have 4 months worth of payment to pay up in one go. And I'm going to be out of business. Oh my goodness, now my business, I thought my business was going to start to take off again. And now I'm still 50% less than I was, you know, a few months ago before the Rona. I have to let people go right now and all this sort of stuff. And it's just, it's going to be a lot of foreclosures, a lot of bankruptcies, and things are going to really difficult for people out there. So I truly believe that the second wave, even if the second wave doesn't actually happen within the Rona, which I believe is going to happen, right? We all know that's going to happen, right? It's almost a guarantee that it's going to come back, right? But the second wave of what the economic crisis, I truly believe, is the second wave is going to be a lot worse than the first wave. And so that's why, guys, more than ever, you really need to start to focus on getting it right when it comes to your trading, and getting it right when it comes to you taking care of yourself and your savings and all that sort of stuff. Because it's now more than ever, guys, it's going to get real for a good couple of years. And then after that, should I say no? During this whole process, there's going to be a lot of amazing opportunities, both from the property market and also the stock market, both for trading perspective, investing perspective in stock market, and then also, you know, in property market as well too, right? There's going to be amazing undervalued deals where you can buy, put a bit of money into it, renovate it, flip it, or have some amazing deals. What I'm looking for myself when it comes to property is I haven't bought anything yet. I haven't bought anything yet this year. But what I am looking for is I know what's happening, right? So I know towards the end of this year, it's going to get a lot worse. That's going to be probably the prime time for me when there's blood on the streets. I want to go buy. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And, you know, it's unfortunate, right? But it's going to be mortgagee sales. There's going to be a lot of people getting out of these markets here. And there's going to be people like me that have been saving and are cashed up and getting ready to take advantage of these opportunities via available cash, and then also education of knowing what to look for. You can do really well, guys. So you've got two choices here right now, guys. You put your head in the sand and not do really well. But if trading is your thing, then really start to learn the art of getting well in the markets. For me, I've been doing the markets now for 15 years, and it's only recently that I've really started to focus on property as well, because I've got pretty much the stock markets nailed down. It only takes me a couple of hours maximum per day to actually look at the stock market, do all my trading and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't take me long. And then throughout the rest of the day, I'm doing my coaching and all that sort of stuff. There's going to be amazing opportunities everywhere, guys. So even if the stock market does tank again, there's going to be amazing opportunities, guys, for you to do really well. And again, for you guys that were on my live webinar, or if you're going to be on this week's live webinar, I'll share with you all the opportunities that happened when the Rona happened. And if the market does crash again, there's going to be an amazing opportunities getting ready for you. So get ready for them, guys. It's going to get a lot worse, but on the flip side of that, with every single crisis, it brings such an amazing opportunity for you to catapult your wealth and your success and moving forward even more. Hey traders, John Howell here. Thanks for watching my video. For a limited time only, I am giving away free access to my brand new trading course. I've put all my most powerful systems, strategies, and trading techniques that I've learned over the last 15 years and put it in this course, and I'm giving it away for free for a limited time. See, in this brand new Go to the Markets by the Board trading course, and you can get it when you go to johnsfreegift.com, you're going to learn, firstly, you're going to get access to a brand new training that goes for 90 minutes, and you're going to learn all the details step by step to my number one trading system with over a 90% success rate that works on any market and any time frame. You're also going to learn 3 powerful chart reading and trading techniques. You're also going to learn 2 more powerful trading systems, and also you're going to learn 7-figure trading secrets, mindset techniques, and so much more. There's top 13 mistakes you're going to learn, the 10K per month formula, and so much more. No, this is not a get rich quick scheme, but if you are struggling with your trading right now and you need help, then for a limited time, you can get free access to this. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now, or click on the very first thing in the description, because for a limited time, I'm giving away. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now and start getting access to this full complete trading course, plus also the free training with my number one trading system with over 90% success rate. Go to that right now, and I'll see you on the next page.